Jack Devereaux's emotions boil over in this storyline because for him, Abigail's memory is sacred. He's a father who lost his daughter far too soon, and even though time has passed, that wound is still open. Every decision he makes, every argument he has, is filtered through the pain of not having Abigail there anymore. So when he looks around Salem and sees Chad making choices that don't align with what he thinks Abigail would have wanted, the anger just erupts. Jack convinces himself that Chad is betraying the very essence of who Abigail was. To Jack, Abigail stood for loyalty, integrity, and a kind of moral compass that guided the Devereaux family. If Chad is seen moving forward with someone Jack doesn't trust, like Kat, then in Jack's mind, it feels like a complete dismissal of everything Abigail gave her life for. That's why he takes the drastic measure of trying to file a restraining order against Kat. It isn't just about keeping her away. For Jack, it's symbolic. He sees Kat as a threat not just to Chad but to Abigail's legacy. He believes she has wormed her way in, influencing Chad, and in Jack's grief-driven fury, he doesn't want to stand by and watch it happen. The restraining order is his way of reclaiming control over a situation he feels is spiraling. It's not just about the law. It's about making a public statement that Kat doesn't belong in Abigail's world or near Abigail's children. Jack is trying to draw a line in the sand, saying Abigail's memory must be protected at all costs. But what makes this so explosive is the way it pits him directly against Chad. Chad is still grieving in his own way, but he's also trying to live his life, to move forward even while carrying the weight of losing his wife. Jack can't see that. All Jack sees is betrayal. To him, Chad's choices look like he's turning his back on Abigail. The bitterness builds until Jack lashes out, accusing Chad of failing Abigail's children, failing her legacy and failing her memory. This isn't just a family argument. It's years of unresolved pain being unleashed in a way that could fracture the bond between them. The storyline digs into something raw and very human: how people grieve differently and how those differences can tear families apart. Jack's grief has turned into anger and control, while Chad's grief has turned into a search for connection and survival. Abigail's name becomes a weapon, used by Jack to guilt Chad and justify his anger. And Kat, whether she's truly dangerous or just a scapegoat, ends up being the center of the storm, blamed for everything Jack believes is going wrong. It all creates this powder keg atmosphere where every conversation between Jack and Chad is loaded with tension. The past hangs heavy over them, the memory of Abigail keeps getting dragged into the present, and neither man can truly move forward while clinging so tightly to what they believe she stood for.